All right. Hello, Bella. I thought I would just shoot you a video instead of emailing back and forth and hopefully give you some clarity. So this is your assignment that I think you're working on. And it tells you that the grid on these objects is 4 inches by 4 inches. So this object is 28 inches wide, okay? And on the right side, it is 20 inches wide. So that's the kind of the measurement tool that you're given to determine the size, but that doesn't give you your scale. So let's talk about scale. I'm going to do a new share here. Okay, so here's the drawing that you're going to create, and I didn't complete these views. I just set it up, and it's on a piece of paper, right? And so this view right here is 28 inches across. And then the right side view is 20 inches. So the combination of those two is 48 inches, 48 inches, right? And then we're going to want some more space for dimensioning here. So I usually put in 2 inches here, 1 inch here, 1 inch here. And those are real paper inches. So there's room for dimensioning, right? So, but those add to this, right? They will add to the amount of space that we have in there. We want to make it fit. So 48 inches scaling wise, and yeah, these are 1 to 4, but so these got to be 4 times to get into this kind of scale, right? So if I want to add to it, I can't just add the paper numbers. I have to add like what this really is, right? That's going to be 4 times. That's going to be 8 inches and 4 inches and 4 inches. So the total consumption of real world inches is going to be 48 and another 8, 56 and another 8, what, 64? So 64 inches is what we're looking at that is going to be on the paper that we want to represent, but we only have 11 inches to do it in, right? So the way you find your scale then is to do the division 64 divided by 11. Well, if it was 64 divided by 10, that would be 6.4. So really, we're looking at a scale of maybe 1 to 7. That's the kind of reduction that we need to get it down on the piece of paper, okay? The 4 by 4 was just the grid given so you know how big this thing is, right? So you know it's real world inches. But to get these views onto a piece of paper, you have to think about all 3 views and the available space 11 and 8.5, and then you have to do that division. So I ended up with 64 kind of real world inches, but I want to get it down on a 11-inch piece of paper, so you do the division. And you can do this division and come up with it. Usually round up a little bit so you know things are going to fit well, but then that becomes your scale. So hopefully that helps. Have a good weekend.